Howdy y'all, it's your favorite chair and belt buckle. Today we're going to be going over programming 101. So this is for new trainers. Trainers have been in the game for a long time. Those that show up internship, we're online, in person. Really excited about our new template where we're going to allow to be able to get more people going through the internships and allow us to grow faster. If you're not familiar with us, make sure to check us out on Instagram and YouTube. We got a ton of free videos to help people pass the NASM CPT. If you need that piece of paper to go into a corporate gym, we got you covered, but we want you to become great. And how are you going to become great? You got to show up. You got to go through an internship, right? So get your belt buckles ready and let's go through a little programming. So when you take a client through a workout, there needs to be some design behind it, some thought. You're not just throwing shit on the wall, hoping it sticks, showing them cool exercises on the stability ball. There needs to be a design. There needs to be structure behind it. So these are the 4 things that we're going to focus on when I write someone's program. This is for the general population, which is important. Athletes, way different. You and I, as fit folk, way different in the sense that the workouts will be a lot different because generally we're going to be doing split routines. You know, maybe a chest day, a back day, a shoulder day, or a push, a pull, whatever it is. There are a lot of common denominators that need to be consistent across the board. So start with the 4 things to focus on. Number 1, goals. Always the goal of the client. I love bench press. It's Tuesday, I'm bench pressing. It's Friday, I'm bench pressing. I love to bench press. That needs to go into my programming. I'm not going to make my clients bench press though, because that may not be their goal. If a client comes in and they hurt themselves doing a bench press, there's nothing wrong with the bench press. I'm going to educate them behind that their movement was probably wrong. But I'm going to do exercises around their goals. Number 2, patterns. That's what you need to focus on. So we got a push, a pull, a jump. Some people may classify that as transitional. I'm a big advocate of jumping because as we age with the general population, most people in the general population are going to go through sarcopenia and dynapenia. 2 things that are preventable within reason if you're engaging type 2 muscle fibers. And we lose that capability to generate power and the size of our muscles as we age. Squat pattern, which is more knee dominant. So here, more knee. Hinge, which is more hip dominant. And unilateral, which is one leg. Some people may classify that as maybe a step-up pattern or a lunge pattern. I put it all under the umbrella as unilateral. And the great thing about being different is that you can have your little subcategories in here, but these are the movement patterns. That's what they are. This isn't show up fitness. This stuff's been around for ages. That's what we focus on here. So I think a great coach is programming off of this. I see too many trainers just going to a textbook and reading, oh, we're just going to do these exercises. There's not much thought behind that. You're a robot. Progressions over exercises. That's the 3rd one, like I was just saying. So you need to take a movement pattern such as a push-up, and you have them doing 5 with a band or eccentric, and then you make it more challenging. You progress it. You go to 8 reps. You go to 10 reps. And that's the fundamentals that we're talking about. And that's where I see a lot of aspiring, certified trainers, whatever you want to call them, fit pros. I see a lot of those folk, they don't have the foundations. They take a cert, they drink that punch, and they keep on going down that certification rabbit hole, and you have 55 certifications, and now you think you know what you're talking about, but you're like a witch doctor. Focus on SAID, specific adaptation to impose demand. What does your client want? They want a bigger ass, you got to hinge, you got to squat, you got to do unilateral. Progressive overload. Remember Milo? Weirdo like this calf, it was a little baby, put it over his shoulder, walked up, got water for the town, brought it back, he did that day in and day out. As the calf grew into a bull, he got bigger. Is it true? I don't know. It sounds like a weirdo to me, but the story makes sense. You need to challenge the system to get stronger. The definition of strength is the internal system's ability to overcome external stimuli. I see too much stability bullshit. So that's where I challenge these fundamentals. You need core stabilization, and that's why I just did a post on our internship page. And guys and girls are getting their panties and their jock straps in a bundle saying, oh, you're so negative. Shh. No, I'm not. I'm giving you the foundation of movement and anatomy, and you never learn that, and so you're frustrated. So you get all this emotion, and you want to take it out on people. So you're that little keyboard warrior. Yeah, you're typing something. I disagree. Shh, I don't care what you think. I really don't, because it's the fundamentals said, overloaded, volume, frequency, and intensity. Now this is one of the problems that I have with NASM, one of the many problems I have. So this is from their 6th edition, and I try to make sense out of this. We talk a lot about SWOT goals when you go through our internship. Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Have a couple strengths. Have a couple weaknesses. Don't have too many weaknesses where they overcome your strengths and you focus too much on that. No, opportunities, the O and T of the threat. I'm constantly going through our competition. NASM, your programming sucks. Straight out of the gate, it sucks. I'm trying to make sense out of this. So this is for a fella who wants to put some size on. Phase 3, hypertrophy. You're going to do a 10-minute warm-up, foam rolling and doing active stretches, 5 minutes on the treadmill. Big deep breath. Core balance. You're going to do some crunches and stuff. Okay, I'm all right with that. Let's get into the bulk, the meat and potatoes. Let's see how their programming is going to hold up when it comes to this right here. Client wants bigger arm, back. Big guy, latissimus dorsi, they're not going to tell you the accident, who cares? They want a bigger back, bicep, and legs. That's their split for the day. Okay, that's fine. Let's get into the meat. So what do we got? Ready? Back, horizontal loading, so straight set. Lat pull down, 3 by 8, resting a minute. Seated cable row, 3 sets of 8, resting a minute. That's it for back. Curls, for the girls, you're doing 3 sets of 8, resting a minute, 3 sets of 8, resting a minute. Legs, squats for 8, RDLs for 8. That's their total workout for the day. For someone that wants to get jacked arms and back and legs. That's why you see all these NASM trainers who are skinny little poles. They're not implementing, where's the volume in that? You would need to do that program 7 days a week, but they're not. They're doing it once or twice. The intensity goes down dramatically when you're resting 60 seconds. Current science to date shows 3 minutes of rest is superior than 2. Gotta get with the times, guys. And if you're focusing on outdated information, you're gonna be one of those statistics. 80% of trainers quit within the first year. Why? Because they get a certification, they have no idea what the hell they're doing. So we wanna help you be successful by going through a 12-session program for a client. They come in, they find you on social media. We'll take care of you if you need some help with that. You come into the assessment, you sell them. They love you. You give them some motivation and some hope to get some results. They swipe their credit cards. You just got $1,200, $100 a session. I think that's reasonable. I don't care if you're in Indiana or in Europe or in Southern California. $100 a session is good. So now what do those workouts look like? Workout 1. I'm not even talking about the service stuff. I'm not going to go over how you're dressed. You need to be there a half hour early, how you get engaged. I'm just going over the workout. You're going to do a warm-up. What do you want to do? Make it your own. Don't foam roll and do all the stuff that classifies yourself as another type of trainer. Get creative. Get engaged with your client. Maybe do split stance, hands out, eyes closed. Give some perturbations. Tap them around a little bit. Make them engage their core. The bulk of the workout, hip thrust, push-ups, bicycle kick. This is the first circuit. So a hip thrust is, what core pattern is that? It's a hinge. Push-up, it's a push, horizontal push. And then a bicycle kick. So how I would do that with my client is after the warm-up, I'm gonna put the bar out there with 10s on, and we're gonna do it for 15 reps. We go into the push-up. We're pretending this is an average 40-year-old female who wants to lose 10, 15 pounds, work on her glutes and arms, upper body, midsection. So the push-up, I'm not gonna have her do it on her knees. I'm not gonna have her do it half-assed. She's not gonna look like a T, an arrow. We're not gonna drive through our traps, which is common. Here and then back. Down here. You're pushing this way. Engaging the core, engaging the glutes. You may put a band behind your client to work on the eccentric all the way down. Focus on progressions. From there, we're gonna do some bicycle kicks. Everyone does bicycle kicks. Yeah, woo, best thing ever, right? Slow it down. Nice and slow, right elbow, left knee. I'm on my back, by the way. Hold for 5, 4. Get engaged, trainer. Pull on your client a little bit. Have them close their eyes. Get them fired up. You will keep a great book of business based off your energy and how your clients engage with you. Now we're gonna go to round 2, add some weight. We're gonna go to 25s, 12 reps. 12, yep, and then push-ups, same thing, bicycle kicks. Then you do your last round, and we're gonna do 15 reps, and we're gonna drop the weight back to the 10. So we went 15, 12, 10, but we're gonna add a band on their knees to get more external rotation, fire their glutes up. Do that for 3 rounds. I think that's pretty easy, and that's gonna give you a good idea of the condition state of the individual. If they're handling it and they're not huffing and puffing about to pass out, make the next circuit a little more challenging. So we're gonna do a goblet squat and do a pull-up into curls. So we have a knee dominant pattern, a pull, vertical pull, and then a curl. Now with curls, make it fun. So maybe you do bilateral, so you have 2 of them, and you hold for 5 seconds while you push down as the trainer. Maybe you hold here and you have her do it over here. Maybe you hold pronated. Maybe you do it in the transverse plane. I'm okay if you want to do it with a leg, 1 leg, that's okay. Show your client at least 1 new exercise per workout. That novelty is what they associate as results. As we know, it's this, showing up. That's what's gonna get them results. But your clients think that new is gonna get them results. So you gotta play that game. We'll do that for 3 rounds. If they're doing well, so let's pretend like we gave her a 20, then we did a 25-pound dumbbell, and a 30-pound dumbbell. So progressive overload. Each set, we're going a little heavier. We're not doing straight sets, we're doing a little circuit. So then after that 3rd round, if they're doing well and your energy's there, you're getting your client water, you're putting music on for them, you're making it very personal. You ask them, how much you got in the tank? Jessica, use their name. I'm doing pretty well, good. If they're a little hazy, a little loopy, give them a glucose tablet. Give them something to, give them fuel to get through the rest of the workout. Number 1 goal is to get through this workout so you can show up again. I always tell my clients the most important workout you can do is the next one. Last round, this is where we're gonna pump it up a little bit, all right? We're gonna do some step-ups, unilateral, RDL, focus on that posterior chain. The stretch is gonna get the hammies and the glutes sore the next day. It doesn't mean shit, but your clients think it does. They wanna sweat, they wanna be sore, play the game. We're gonna do some clams into this plank, so external rotation, really get the booty fired up. Depending on your time, maybe you have a few minutes left, give them a challenge. Maybe you have them hold the dead hang on a pull-up, work on that grip strength. Maybe a plank challenge. So here we're gonna do a jump rope challenge. Keep your feet in, see how many, if you can get to 25. If it's too easy, 50. If it's too easy, get to 100. Each time you screw up though, it's a 10-second plank. That's where creativity comes in. Trainers are so boring today. They have their notepad. Good. 5 more. We're gonna do 20 reps. 1, 2, robots. It's not a saturated industry. It's an industry with a lot of opportunity to be successful. If you're engaging and you smile, God forbid you smile at someone, whoo, God, everyone has a resting bitch and a resting dick face. It's just insane. Smile. That's workout 1. Next time they're gonna come in, workout 2, usually 2 days later. So if it's a Monday, it's gonna be a Wednesday workout. And this is what I wanna see. A text to confirm how they're feeling the next day on Tuesday. Then let's get into Wednesday's workout. A goblet squat, a push-up, into a plank. Notice, these aren't new exercises. We took the goblets from the first day, put them first. So she's gonna be a little stronger. Neurological adaptation is the ability acutely to adapt to a stimulus very, very quickly. Acutely, quickly, whatever. So that means that the first day she's doing 20, 25, 30. The second time she comes in, we're gonna start out with 25s. Then we're gonna go to 30s and maybe even go to 40, and she'll be able to handle that. Neurologically, strength shoots up very quickly in the first month. Set those expectations, communicate thoroughly. Push-ups, maybe this time we keep a leg out, get her core, get her glute engaged. Planks, she did them over here as well, but this time I'm gonna have her touch my toe. So she's doing a plank, feet there, head there. I put my toe out, she touches. So now it's more unilateral. Same movement or exercise, progressing it. Step-ups, oh my God, we're doing the same exercise, it's so boring. No, I've done step-ups and push-ups and pull-ups and bench press and squats thousands of times with clients. And guess what? They never bitch and complain. Why is that? Because they get results. How does a basketball player get better free throws? Shoot one and then go fuck around? No. You gotta practice, practice, practice. It's all in how you present it. So many trainers are caught up in the minutia of getting out there and doing new exercises and stability. I feel for our clients because they're not getting results and it's your fault. Educated trainers get your clients results. So we're gonna do some Aussies. Here's a new exercise for them. Always put at least one new exercise in the workout. Some side plank variations. Again, 3 rounds, go to the next one. The last circuit, machine hip with the band. So we have the barbell, which you can do a hip thrust, and then we have a machine one that we use for Breck and Contreras. So it's a different exercise. It's still a hinge pattern though. Landmine Rdl, so it's another hinge, but we're focusing just on one joint. Before we did it with the kettlebell, now we're gonna do it with the landmine. I actually prefer to do the landmine first, but for the setup, I'm going off of our gym here in San Diego, and it would just make more sense over here to do the step up and then the RDL with the kettlebell. So over here, we're gonna do it with the landmine. And then while you're there, just do a landmine press. I love the landmine press, it's a lot safer for the shoulder. Most people can't get to 160 degrees without some type of compensation here. So this is safe, this is good for them. 3 rounds, then do some type of push-up challenge at the end. So red light, green light, your client's going through and you say, red, you gotta stop. That's how you can make it fun. Results are fun. When you walk by a mirror and you're like, whoa, hold on a second, who is that? You look good. That's fun. Stop playing around trying to have fun with your workouts. You can do little things, maybe 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Results are fun. Friday, check in with your client. Thursday, send them a text message, get them fired up for that workout. Step-ups, weighted, chin-ups, crunches. Unilateral, pull, crunches now instead of a plank. That's new to them. Hip thrust, where on the first day we did 15, 12, 15 rep scheme-wise. We did 10, 25, 10 weight. Now we're gonna start with 10s, which we did over there as well, but we're gonna do it for 20 reps. We're gonna go to 25s for 15s. We only did it 12 over here. And then we're gonna go to 35. So the first week, we've done hip thrust 3 days. 1 with the band, 2 with the barbell, but we changed the placement of it. Your clients are gonna see it as a completely different exercise. And then we're gonna do an incline press, that's new. Rotating T, that's new. So you get another press pattern, pull pattern, even push to pull. Last but not least, landmine squat, another new one. Cable rows into a band walk. I like to focus more on the posterior chain. Doesn't mean you have to do 2 to 1, not necessarily, but for most people, posterior chain is underdeveloped. We don't train back here as much, so why not implement it and see how they do? And then we're gonna do a 1/4 of a body weight goblet challenge at the end. All right, Jessica, you gotta just calm down. We're gonna take your body weight, always go 50 pounds below what you think your client is. So if it's a girl and she thinks she's like 150, we're gonna take about 100 pounds, right? And they get a kind of giggle, like, oh my God. Don't ever try to guess a girl's weight, you will get slapped. So 4th, maybe 40 pounds, 30 pounds, give her that and we're gonna go AMRAP. You're documenting all of this stuff, by the way. That's what your first week looks like. Now I wanna transform to that last session. If she's great, if she did well the second week, this is where you can get creative as a trainer. The second complete week, if she's had 6 full sessions and hasn't missed one. Jessica, you are such a badass. You are a champion. I love your energy. I love your work ethic. I'm gonna reward you for showing up. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna give you a free workout tomorrow, which is Saturday, 8 o'clock. How does that sound? Oh my God, Chris, that's so awesome. Here's what you need to do. Bring in a friend, a coworker, someone else, and I'll comp that session. I'll start doing that every single week. So we'll go from 3 sessions to 4. You just gotta bring someone new, because I'm trying to grow my business. And I have some sessions that are available in the morning and at night, and I really love your help. People are so damn afraid of asking for referrals. And they ask for referrals like this. Maybe like you know someone who could like, I don't know, maybe like they want like a referral or something, like I don't know, maybe. There's no confidence. You look them in the eyes, you tell them, I need more business. And you're gonna be my little walking billboard and you're gonna help me. Look them straight in the eye, smile. They're not gonna say no because you're great at what you do and they're getting results. So add in those free sessions. You're gonna build your book of business. Here's my 12th session, because you're naturally gonna think that your client isn't gonna sign up. You have this little feeling of angst over here. You're gonna, oh, they didn't like me, it wasn't hard enough, they talked about F45. It's natural, so don't worry about it. But this is when you can up that tempo a little bit. So here now we're gonna do a hip thrust, still a hinge pattern, into a chin up, pull pattern, into a push up, push pattern. So notice how it was a multi-joint, body weight multi-joint, and then pretty simple ab exercise on the first day. Fast forward to the last workout of the month, we're doing multi, 3 in a row. That intensity is a lot higher. Remember, volume, frequency, intensity. We're gonna start out with 25s on the hip thrust, then do 35s, get to a plate for 45, and then we're gonna do a drop set. We'll take off the 45s and put on 25s. So here we're doing 10, 15, 12, 15 with the weight. Here we're doing 25, 35, 45, 25. So we're doing 4 sets. So we're increasing that intensity. Same thing with the chin-ups. In the beginning here, we're doing pull-up, so pronated pull-up, chin-up, supinated. Maybe we're doing 3 sets of 3. Now we're doing 3 sets of 6 eccentric, and she might even be able to do one. Second group, we're gonna do a back squat into an incline dumbbell, into a dumbbell row. This is the first time we're gonna introduce a dumbbell row. Oh my God, what? That's such a not cool exercise. We can do a lot of row patterns for 11 sessions with the cables, with bands, with the landmine. Introduce it here. Not saying this is where you have to do it, but there's so much variety just by changing your grip. You could do dumbbell rows the whole entire month. Change grip, change stance, do it with a hinge pattern, do it on a bench. And then we're going to do a little kettlebell game at the end. So you have your client get down to a plank or push-up position. And you're gonna have 3 kettlebells, different colors. You can have weight if you don't have the colors. You have black, red, and yellow. They get in that plank position, black. Client has to hop up, they run to the black, they grab it, they do 5 kettlebells, they put it down, they run back, get into the plank position. And yellow, hop up, run, go grab yellow. They do 5, suitcase walk on the way back. They walk back with it, drop it down, and get back into that plank position. And get the last one, go over there, grab it, put it back, and now you repeat. Maybe you have them rest with some jumping jacks. That was called active rest cardio. So now we start increasing the intensity significantly at the end. And then the last thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna do a push-up in this goblet challenge again. So here they couldn't even do a push-up. When we did the 4th body weight, maybe they did, say 12. So here they're able to do significantly more push-ups. You congratulate them on the goblet, they're sweating, they're like, holy crap, that was a lot more challenging. You're beginning to introduce supersets. So then the next 12 sessions, when you start back over here on number 13, you're gonna change your program up. You're gonna look back at this, what are their goals? The patterns will always stay the same. Maybe you wanna start incorporating some jumps because they have a good foundation now. You gotta be stable before you're strong, strong before you're powerful. I love that, but people misconstrue what stable is. They think that you need to be doing stuff with an unbalanced environment. You're gonna get a strong core by pressing overhead with one arm. Your core is engaged. You don't need to put yourself on a Bosu ball. Progressions. Take the exercise, make them more challenging via load, volume, frequency, intensity. So if you want to be a great trainer, there's a lot of individuals out there in the general population. Help them with programming properly. And this isn't even getting into the minutia of them showing up late, smelling, being an asshole, missing sessions. That's the hard part, the psychology, getting your clients to show up regularly. I'm not talking about athletes. Athletes is a different ball game. I wouldn't be programming like this for an athlete. I wouldn't be programming like this for someone with an injury. You need to learn to adjust your thinking and partner up with the right individuals to make those referrals. Remember, favorite trainer in the belt buckle, make sure to follow us on Instagram and YouTube. If you want to become a trainer, we now have opportunities online, which is really neat. Because you can go through our internship, and if you have an ability to come out here to San Diego or Los Angeles, you get the hands-on. But the online isn't just a random video that's pre-recorded. It's live interactions daily, Monday through Friday. And we're going to start opening up a lot more gyms, especially during COVID. We want to show the nation our strength, and we're not afraid. We are going to grow, and we're going to be in a city near you very soon. Keep showing up with that positive mindset.